In the last class, we were discussing about cosmic rays, altitude effect, latitude effect, etc. We also discussed about cosmic ray showers. A little more details into the cosmic ray showers and bursts we are discussing today. Instruments used to study the cosmic ray showers is Geiger-Müller counter or GM counter, diffusion chamber, bubble chamber, photographic emulsion, etc. These are some of the instruments that are being used. We can have an arrangement of 3 GM counters. GM counter is Geiger-Müller counter. 3 GM counters arranged in a triangular arrangement with a coincidence circuit. That means when all the 3 counters are incident with cosmic ray particles simultaneously, or there is a coincidence, it will be noted. Such type of an arrangement we are using. We are placing this arrangement under lead sheet of different thickness. So lead sheet thickness is varied and the count is recorded. So this shows the thickness of lead in centimeters. And this is the rate of coincidence in the 3 GM counters which are kept in a triangular manner. We say that as the thickness of the sheet is increased up to 2 centimeters, the count is increasing. That means the particles, the secondary cosmic rays which produce further particles goes on increasing. The number of particles is increasing as you go to a thickness of 2 centimeter, and when the thickness is increasing beyond 2 centimeter, the number of particles is decreasing, and up to a 5 centimeter thickness, after that it remains a constant. A single energetic electron in the secondary cosmic ray interacts with the nuclei in the solid absorber. Here the absorber is lead. It produces a stream of electrons, positrons and photons. This is called cosmic ray shower. Two scientists, Blackett and Occhialini, they studied this cosmic ray shower using cloud chamber photographs. These particles which have been produced are studied under a magnetic field. So in the magnetic field, positive charges will deflect to one side, negative charges will deflect to the other side. So this is what was observed in the photograph obtained from the particles produced. This can be analyzed like this. A single particle coming an incident on an absorber, here it is lead, it is producing secondary particles which have sufficient energy, which again interacts with the another layer of the lead sheet, again producing electrons, positrons, photons, etc. Particles are being generated. They also have sufficient energy. So one incident high energy particle is causing so many number of particles. This goes on till the energy of the particle is not sufficient enough to generate further electron-positron pairs. So if you look at a total of the energy content, total energy of the particles, this is called this looks like a shower. So this is the cosmic ray shower. The total energy of the particles in the shower is maximum of the order of 6 into 10 raised to 5 MeV. If the shower of this particle will be extending over acres of area, which consists of millions of particles, in that case it is called a cosmic ray burst. It can be caused by a single particle of energy of the order of 10 raised to 16 MeV. It is a very high energy. So this high energy single particle can cause millions of secondary particles which will be spread over acres of land. It happens like this. A gamma ray photon, when interacting with a nuclei, will produce electron-positron pair, and a photon, gamma ray, has got the energy is reduced here. Then this photon will again interact with the nuclei of the particle it is interacting, again producing electron-positron pair. They have sufficient energy, causing again gamma ray. These are photons. This will again interact with the nuclei of the particle, producing electron-positron pair. So this keeps on multiplying, and This process goes on until the energy of the electron is not sufficient enough to cause a gamma ray to interact with another nuclei. So this is called cosmic ray shower. Now coming to Van Allen radiation belt. This is our Earth, magnetic north, magnetic south. This is the equator. These are certain regions. It is seen that very low cosmic energy particles are not reaching the surface of the Earth. They are deflected by the magnetic field. Only those cosmic rays which are having energy greater than 10 raised to 9 electron volt will reach the surface of the Earth. The other particles which are of lesser energy, they may be more in number. So the intensity of the particle will be high and energy less. High intensity and less energy particles. They are confined in this region. This is a region at altitudes 3200 kilometer to 16, and this is one belt, and this is another region which is at 16,000 kilometer. In these two regions, at certain latitudes, you can see not at all latitudes, but at certain latitudes it is getting confined. So this less energy particle, which are large in number, which will be confined in this region. This is called Van Allen radiation belt. The inner belt contains protons of energy 100 MeV, and the outer belt consists of electrons, which are several thousands of electron volt to a few MeV. So this is Van Allen radiation belt.